Hey guys, it's your girl Angie. You're watching Barbershop Conversations. Make sure to click the button below to subscribe, like the video. Don't like it, leave a comment. You can also follow me at Angelica Curtis on Instagram. See you soon.
Barbershop Conversation, guys. Feel free, hit the subscribe button. So Tiny and T.I. are getting a divorce. Tiny has filed for divorce, and the knee-jerk reaction is to say Floyd Mayweather is the cause of all of this. Now, let's go back and timeline Floyd Mayweather Tiny's relationship. Now, Floyd Mayweather and Tiny have gone back years. I don't know exactly the year, but they've gone back some time. And fast forward to their building their relationship. She in turn had a relationship with T.I. and but let's fast forward to what boxing fans know, since this is a primarily boxing channel. Floyd Mayweather said at a press conference, "Control your bitch," or something like that. Fast forward, T.I. drew down on him at a Fat Burgers. I'm unsure if you guys knew that. And then the Halloween party at Mariah Carey's house, Floyd Mayweather, I have no doubt in my mind, Floyd Mayweather had someone record he and Tiny dancing. So obviously it would do well on the internet and get back to T.I. And T.I. has verbally assaulted Floyd Mayweather, has come after him. But at the end of the day, I know this is going to be a circus tomorrow. Maybe ESPN First Take will pick it up. I have no idea. At the end of the day, divorce is a big deal, right? Many of us are a victim of it. 51% of Americans will be going through this at some point of their marriage. And the biggest loser are the kids' future, and so it's hard just to blame Floyd Mayweather for this. Obviously, Floyd Mayweather is the public excuse, right? Because obviously no man wants to be shamed by his woman in the public eye or in a public circle or amongst his friends. So publicly you may say Floyd may have something to do with it, but privately we have no idea what goes on, and I suggest that we not even delve into what went wrong, not unless either of the two wants to share it. I personally don't care what happened. I never want to get in anyone's bedroom. Never ever do I. I've never even desired that in my life. I won't even kiss and tell about the woman that I've slept with to random people I don't know. I keep that quiet, and that's just how I live my life. But it's awful. I believe T.I. had a few kids, at 4 or 5. Correct me if I'm wrong. I have no idea how many he's had, but I remember his daughter. T.I. had a show, so I remember 3 or 4 of them. Like, his kid wanted to be a rapper. His daughter, he threw a party for his daughter. So I think they probably have maybe 3 or 4 kids, possibly 5 kids together. I have no idea, but it's just sad, man. And me being a black man and them two being public figures, you want them to be representation of high valor and high honor. But I was a part of. Just so you guys know, I was a part of Master P and Rome and all them guys, and I was with Rome at the beginning of when Lil Romeo was his name then. When Master P and his wife were having problems, and I was Rome's trainer. I had a training business before I got into property and stuff, and I would talk to Rome, and these are private conversations I would never share with anyone, and you never want that to happen in the public figure. And the reason why I bring that up is because Rome wrote an open letter today about him wanting his mother back, and he would give up all the fame and the fortunes to have his mother back. And I don't know what the open letter will be with his kids. Floyd will be fielding questions from the media if they have the courage to ask such a question. I wouldn't ask that question. It's not a question that where you can really get an answer. Like, what can he say? Yeah, you're not gonna get an answer from Floyd. What's your response to Ti and Tiny getting a divorce? But in certain terms of investigative journalism, that's not. Not unless Ti comes out and blames Floyd Mayweather for their divorce, then we got major fireworks, right? But at the end of the day, it's just awful, man. I'm a product of a divorced family. So I tend to lean on what happens inside the home with the kids. Whether Floyd was a part of it, that really doesn't move me per se. Because keep in mind, at the end of the day, if a woman cheats, and this is just my perspective, you never go after the man she cheated with. You go after her best friend because she kept the secrets from you. You go yell and argue. You go shake up the best friend. You know what I mean? Because she held all the secrets. And you scared the living shit out of the best friend. You don't hit her, obviously, right? But you go shake her up verbally. You make some ill will promises. You know what I mean? And because on both ends of the spectrum, the best friend holds the secrets. So whether it's the male best friend or the female best friend, right? So because you're naturally going to argue with your significant other, that being tiny right now. So I just reach out to the kids, man. It's just, and they have to go through this. They're on Christmas break right now if they're still in grade school, and they're feeling the brunt of this. It's going to be a public divorce. And T.I. is going to have to field questions. The kids are going to get slanted eyes in their classrooms laughing. You'll get some smart aleck who might say Floyd fucked your mom. And, so I'm not one for the paparazzi feel right now. You know what I mean? It's just real. I don't know. I get real awkward. But I do blame, the one thing I do blame Floyd for is purposely putting out that video of him dancing with Tiny. No doubt, because it was on Hollywood Unlocked, and Floyd financially supports Hollywood Unlocked, if you don't know that. And if you Google it, you'll see the Hollywood Unlocked emblem. So whoever drops it first usually tags it, and then all the other media outlets uses it. So that's typically how it works. So I do blame Floyd for that. So he was the culprit for that. And we don't know what happened before, and we don't know what happened after it. And if they choose to make their why they're divorcing public, then we can comment on it. So to the public eye, people are going to blame Floyd Mayweather. But at the end of the day, only T.I. and Tiny know, and possibly the kids. So some say that T.I. was cheating on her. Some say Tiny was cheating on him. We'll never know, but the best friends know. So anyways, man, barbershop conversations, man, it's just awful, man. I just speaking from personal experience, man, it was always rough because there was always contentious feelings, like being a product of mother and father living in two separate homes, and my father getting remarried to a family, right? My stepmother had already had a daughter, and my stepmother never truly loved me, like, organically. And naturally you would think that because there was some resentment between her and my mother, and it was always like, problems, you know what I'm saying, like, throughout. You have some patches of good moments, and you have some patches of bad moments, but there was never really any true, like, seamless, like, type of stuff going on. So anyways, barbershop conversation, man. Hope they can work it out privately, man, because I don't want this to go public. And obviously, like, media wants this to go public and wants Floyd to comment on it to make it go big, but I choose not to care about that entity. I just want the kids to do right. You know what I mean? But let this be a lesson learned to all of us out there. You know what I mean? Don't be that nigga. And I'm talking to all you, black, white, Asian, tall, or brown. Don't be that nigga. Don't do what Floyd did. That's scandalous, man. I have no one in my circle of friends that would do such a thing. I mean, the thought of doing something like that with a married woman. I mean, whether you fuck a married woman or don't fuck a married woman, that is your choice. But to publicly do something like that after Tiny came out and said, "Oh, I didn't do nothing with Floyd Mayweather." Obviously, man, I know stories about Floyd that I will never ever tell because he hasn't said it. If he comes out and says who he's had sex with and who he hasn't had sex with, then I would tell you guys. I would validate that story. But until Floyd Mayweather comes out and says who he slept with, I can't comment on who Floyd Mayweather slept with. You know what I mean? I'm not built that way. You know what I mean? Would I get like 100,000 views if I disclose who he slept with? Absolutely. Absolutely, I would get 100,000 views. But there's so many battles you have to fight, like the girls he's dealing with now that didn't know or who had speculation. You know what I mean? And, jeopardizing my relationship with people that know Floyd and his management. I don't even want to deal with that. You know what I mean? I never make stuff public. Like, I have friends who slept with celebrities, and I wouldn't tell you guys. I wouldn't do that, man. That's just not cool, man. You know what I mean? So anyways, man, my suggestion to Tiny and T.I. is keep it private. And my suggestion to Floyd, keep your lips shut, man. And I know Floyd has like this childish side to him, this jokey childish side to him. But Floyd, now is not the time. For real, for real. And I'm coming to you as a man. Not challenging you as a man, because obviously you can whoop my ass. You can beat my ass. I'm not even coming to you I'm just coming to you as a code, man code. You've done enough. Floyd, you have literally done enough. Let it go. Laugh in your bedroom. Laugh in privacy. You and Jillian Love can talk about this. Hot boy, Harlem hot boy. Y'all hang out and have these conversations. But publicly, no comment. No comment. We obviously know you don't mean it because of the videos you put out, but don't say anything. And Barbershop Conversation, guys. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. I appreciate you guys' support. And tell a friend. And some of you guys are telling a friend because I'm looking at the subs go. The subs are continuously growing. And I appreciate you guys. So I talk to you guys soon. And this is going to be I might do a couple more videos. Not about this subject, but just Chris Algieri is fighting Andre Berto. And we'll see what Andre Berto. I'll do a video on that. So anyways, I'll talk to you guys soon. I'll holla. Peace. And I thank you guys for supporting and thank you guys for telling a friend. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.
You already know what it is. It's Barbershop Conversations. Hit the subscribe and the like button today.